Hey guys, Jeff Gibby here, Director of Business Development. Thanks for watching the video. Today we have a very special video. I'm going to be talking about Big Trend Toolkit number 3. So let's go ahead and get started with that. First of all, I want to tell you a little bit about Price Headley. Price is somebody that I approached as one of my very first projects in business development. And I remember, I'd say that was about a decade ago. I remember Price had a great reputation at the time. He had been one of the highest rated traders in technical analysis. He was a top market timer rated by Timer Digest. And I just remember it was really, really cool to work with somebody that really knew what they were doing. And if you don't know a lot about Price, he's the founder of Big Trends. He wrote a book called Big Trends in Trading. And he's got over 30 years of market experience. We worked very, very hard over several months together, actually putting together what's become one of our most popular add-ons of all time here, the Big Trend Toolkit 1. Obviously, then we had a version 2 of it. And I want to let you know we've made some pretty impressive improvements to version 3, which I'm going to talk about. But I want you to know that all of the systems and all of the indicators and all of the templates that made the first 2 versions are still included in the program. Not only are they included, we actually went in and revised them quite a bit. All in all, there's about 14 systems, quite a number of indicators, and a total of 14 methodologies that you can implement into the market. Those are all been included with all of the versions of Big Trend Toolkit. But one of the things that we actually did is we created 2 new systems, one built around a Big Trend Score and one built around Big Trend bands, the Big Trend band system. But one of the core concepts that we've actually implemented across it, and one of the things I really like about Price likes to talk about the fact that there are 4,500 or so optional trades. And he basically likes to talk about, with that many options available, there's always opportunities in the marketplace, whether those are mediocre opportunities or big opportunities. And really what he wants to do to enable him to be a top market timer is really focus on the really big or the huge opportunities. He likes to talk about it in terms of a baseball metaphor, where a couple of times in your life what you want to do is really you're going to have that ball come over the plate perfectly, and what you want to do is just really swing into it as hard as you can. And it's a methodology that I really think has powered him to be one of the best top market timers available. One of the things that we've implemented with this is we've taken 10 of his favorite indicators. They include Williams percent R, the commodity channel index, the acceleration bands, the efficiency bands. And what we've done is we've created a kind of a scoring methodology. In fact, we call it the BigTrends Score. This is a system that you can use in MetaStock, but it's also something that we've applied throughout the product. And what it does is it'll go in and it will take a combination of the bullish or bearish biasness of indicators and give you a score that goes from plus 100, meaning extremely bullish, to minus 100, meaning extremely bearish. And this is such a central concept of what we're doing, we've actually implemented this score methodology throughout the product. So, for example, this is a methodology that you can use, but anytime that you see a signal, whether it's in the Big Trend system or the Big Trend Score system or the Big Trend band system or the acceleration or the efficiency system, any of the systems that were already included, every time you get a buy signal, you're actually going to be able to see a score. You can see it on the chart right here. And the idea is, here it is on the chart, Big Trend Score. Okay. The idea is, let's focus on the opportunities that have the most bullishness or the most bearishness. Okay. In this particular case, we're looking at a buy opportunity. So a score of 80, where it goes from minus 100 to plus 100, is really, really good. We've also implemented it in the scanning. So when you go through and you scan for the signals that actually come in, you'll be able to see right here that you can rank and sort those based on their bullishness or their bearishness. So in other words, when I ran this scan, Calgon came up as a buy opportunity for the acceleration band system. And I can see that out of the indicators that he's looking at, it actually had a perfect score. So obviously that's going to be the first one that I look at. Okay. In addition with this, we've got full implementation into the power tools. So, and what that means is basically anytime that you, in any of these 14 systems, anytime you get a buy or a sell signal, that's going to be annotated on the chart for you. Okay. Here we have a clean buy signal, a clean exit signal. In addition to that, one of the things that Price designed, and he did a really good job with this. I actually use this as a template for creating other products. But what he created was a very concise expert commentary. So right here, as we were just talking about, you're going to have the score. You have an indication. In this case, we're looking at the acceleration band system in MetaStock. It happened to have a long signal on Mediocre for that day. And basically what it's telling you is, okay, the acceleration band system is giving you a current long opportunity. Okay, it tells you why that happens. But then in addition to that, what it does is it says if you're interested in taking advantage of this opportunity, you should look to buy the stock. If you're an option trader, you can consider buying a call option in the second expiration month. What else does he tell you? Very aggressive option traders will look at call options when strike out of the money or near the money around the current stock price that cost $200 or less. Well, as if you want to be more conservative about it, you should look at it one strike in the money. So it's being very, very specific about what options you should be looking at, what expiration dates, the moneyness, whether you should be looking at the money, in the money, and even what deltas you want to look at. But he doesn't stop there. In addition, he's basically going to tell you you should look to exit this position if any of the futures closes less than the upper 20 acceleration band, or if this happens, or if this happens. So he's really not leaving anything to chance here. He wants you to understand when you're going into the trade exactly why you're taking that trade, what options you should be looking at, and when you should be looking to exit that trade. And of course, when that exit condition is met, MetaStock will automatically tell you as part of the expert advisor. Okay. In addition to that, of course, with MetaStock, you get the MetaStock Explorer. All of these 14 methodologies that we're talking about, whether it's acceleration or efficiency, have scans that you can run. And basically what they're going to look for is they're going to look for buys or sell signals. And as I said earlier, when you run that exploration, the idea here is to focus on the best opportunity. And with the scoring, that's basically what's going to allow you to do that. You can basically say, okay, well, based on the scan that we ran today, Calgon came up as an acceleration band. For those of you that are not familiar with Price's work, that means it's accelerating into a trend. And it also had a perfect score of 100, so that'd be the first one you'd look at. And then I wouldn't ignore these 80s and 90s as well. Those are going to give you kind of good ideas and good opportunities to go in and trade. In addition, we've provided system testing. What system testing allows you to do, if you're not familiar with the concept, is allow you to go in and say, well, how well did this particular methodology work on, let's say, the optionable stocks? You can test them all at the same time. Which methodologies work best? And in addition to that, what are the securities that they work best on? So it allows you to go in and figure out not only how well it worked across the optionable stocks last year, but to narrow it down to the ones that it worked very best on over the last 1 year, or 10 years, or 20 years. You're going to get detailed reports as part of the system tester that actually show the equity curves, they show the max drawdowns. They're going to give you all of the information that you need to make decisions on what methodologies in the Big Trend Toolkit you should be trading. Okay. Again, as I said before, you're going to get all of the templates, all of the indicators, all of the system tests that have made this particular add-on for MetaStock one of the most popular that we've ever created. And in addition to that, you're going to get scoring in all of them. So you'll be able to go in and evaluate very, very quickly and very efficiently when you're scanning the best, the most bullish or the most bearish. There's 2 new systems. I mentioned those a little bit earlier. You get the BigTrends Score as a new system and the BigTrends Bands as a new system. And then we went in and reworked and remodified and updated the entire toolkit for version 3. The BigTrends Toolkit costs $49 a month or $4.95 a year. If you own MetaStock or the Big Trend Toolkit 1 or 2, there are upgrade options are available for you. I'd encourage you to call in and find out more. To give us a call at 800-882-3040. Visit us online at metastock.com/saleschat. I'd encourage you to try this. Price, as I said a little bit earlier, is almost a bit of a mentor to me. But for the low price of about $495 a year, you literally get all of the work from one of the top market timers in the world. I'd encourage you to give it a try. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.